Hello and welcome back to Core Farm. Right, as you can see, we are in March, but it's a bit of a snowy one. I didn't really expect that. Nevertheless, we do have loads to do. That's why we're up at 7 AM and why it is at 1x speed. I do want to explain a few things. Right, I probably should have put all my kit away, but we can sort that out today. With all the changes on the map, I have yet even more, and I'm very excited to share them with you. One of them I forgot about added into the map was the destructible stubble. So as you can see here, we've got the stubble from this canola crop that we had. But if you look here, where I've driven through, you can see the destruction of the stubble. Very, very nice little edit there, and you can see it on the map. Brilliant. I still have to put a hedge in up here, but I'm not too worried about it. We'll get that sorted eventually, but we are very, very busy in March. The exciting thing I really want to share is that I have been very grateful for this. Another edit has been made by the man, David Van Mol, and it has to do with the cows. So what it is that without MAIZE Plus, the feeding of the cows is sequential, meaning you give them, let's say you give them TMR and you give them hay, they're going to eat all the TMR before they start eating the hay, because they follow through with the best crop or the best food type for them, and then they move down. With MAIZE Plus, it changes the feeding to parallel, meaning there are percentages. For example, silage is 40%, hay is 30%, etc., etc. This edit actually allows us parallel feeding without MAIZE Plus, which is amazing, because that is my favorite part of MAIZE Plus. So, as you can see, their power food, moisture food, roughage, and base food are all lined up. Now, when I did make the changes, of course I had to kind of adjust the food itself, but I have made the appropriate changes and I'm fine with what the results are, which means we do have a few different crop schedule to follow, because things are different. We are going to be doing a variation of crops across all of our fields, so I'm very excited about that. The sheep are still sequential, they just need hay or grass, but they can do alfalfa, clover. I'll double check. We do have this mod as well, which shows all the feeding. As you can see, sheep sequential, they only need one type and they'll eat just that. So we can do any of those brilliantly. On this end, with the cows, we have options as well. So I will run through these very quickly. Obviously silage, of course, we'll do silage. But in this instance, we do have some TMR, and we still have loads of TMR here, in here, and here. So that will count as only as silage. So we did kind of lose out on that a bit, but I'm not too fussed for it. And then as far as the rest of the food, well, roughage is fairly straightforward. I think this alfalfa here is ready to cut, because this field is not going to remain as fully alfalfa. Oh, it's growing. Back to growing now. I thought it would be ready. That's not good. Well, okay, and that does change some of my plans. I did have, my full intent was to re-drill this whole area as linseed, because I quite like linseed, and we didn't really get to see it last time. It was tucked away in that far field, so it would be nice to see it this time around. But that does change my plans. Well, that's fine, because, okay, so in March... So I'm just running through my thoughts to show everything, because I have so here's my idea. Let's go back here. I have it written down, so I want to share it with you. Okay, so we're in March now, which means we have to drill loads of crop. So I was looking at the old canola crop here. So this one here, to be... Actually, this will be way better to show it in game. So the old canola crop right here, we'll even get a bit of height on so we can see the beauty of it, is going to be repurposed as a sugar beet field. It's nice and small, it's not too big for a root crop harvest, and it's nearby, so we don't have to do a lot of carting, and again it's small, so it's perfect for that. So we are going to do sugar beet in the canola crop, which we can drill or plant rather today. So we'll look into that. This side, so again, this was rye, that's alfalfa. I wanted to harvest the alfalfa today so we could re-drill this as linseed, because linseed has a very small window of drilling possibilities, aside from, of course, in the autumn. But that's fine, we can do it now in this 1 month, which I would like to do. We could, you know what, we could also do? We could also wait till September and then just keep drilling the... Actually, wait a moment. We could drill this half as linseed. I don't know. We'll have to see. I need to look at this. I'm not too certain what to do on this side now, because I was hoping to do the whole thing as linseed, but we could just wait and drill it as a different crop in April once the once the alfalfa is harvested. So we'll see. This one here, I am going to do grass. The reason being is that with this the way the map's set up, I can't wrap alfalfa for silage. So that's why I want to get rid of this alfalfa, put it somewhere else perhaps, but focus on grass for hay and silage, and then wherever the other alfalfa is, can be also hay, or bunker silage. So we'll see. So this one I'd like to do grass, because I do intend on using it as a thoroughway to our other fields, which are here, which this big field I would like to do as field beans. It would be fantastic. We will get, speaking back to the food, we'll double back to this, we do get bean straw from field beans, so we can use that for power food, which saves us having to do a whole other crop, canola or soybeans. So I'm okay with that, and we can bale that. Lovely. Moisture food, so we've got potato, sugar beet cut, and sylphy. I would like to try sylphy, but you have to forage harvest it. Which leads me to my very next point. But first, yes, sugar beet is what we'll do the first time round. But now we can look at our new the new equipment I've added in. So this is just a beginning intro to this episode. We will get cracking very shortly. Now I have added in the S2200. It's a nice sort of vintage, really. It could be very vintage, but I have another mod in mind for vintage. And this could be our forage harvester. It's very inexpensive. I have used it in the past. It works very well. It looks like a pretty straightforward conversion from 19. If I remember correctly, this gets dirty very ugly, so we will have to see. Either keep it clean all the time or not use it, but I quite like this. It's a nice, tight, small machine. We already have another older New Holland harvester, so why not pair it up? Oh yes, the New Holland Rumble. Right, we'll look into that further. Nothing here really exciting. What's this? It's a small drill. We're not doing any sort of cotton. The other kit I've put in is, I wonder if it's in the same category. No, it's not. It's in headers, because I did also add in the Jaguar 75 as well, which is quite nice because it is a trail behind it. We now have that huge Marston trailer which we can use, but we can also use that with the other thing as well. So yeah, so we'll have to look into this. This one here, corn header, pig. So it does have to seem, it seems like it has more options, I think, and wider as well, and same speed. Right, so there are options. We have the 695 Jag as well, but we'll look into that a bit more later. I just wanted to show it. One more thing is, these are just things I'm excited to purchase for the farm in the future. The next one is in a different category, trucks. Yeah, the Fiat 6A2 T2. I've always been a fan. I actually have yellow fog lights on my current vehicle, but yeah, I've always liked those. So we will rock the Fiat when the time comes, because in addition to this, we can slap on the nice. Oh, hello. Nope, it's not there. It will be here. Absolutely will be. There we go. The semi-trailer attachment. So it's the same. It's for the same. It's for that truck essentially, and we can do as bale trailer, which I would not. I'd probably do it more as the actual tipper trailer, which 45,000 liters is fantastic, because now we have our massive silage trailer, so we can keep the Marston as a silage trailer and use this for grain when we get to that point, because we will be transporting at least 45,000 litres of grain to the mill eventually. Right, so as I say, this field as, what did I say? Field beans. And you know what? What is that one? That's 32. Yes, I want to do field beans here. And you know what I'm going to do instead? Here's what I'll do. I'll harvest this in April, and I'll do all of this as barley. The reason I want to do barley is because my next big purchase will be the mill, and I do intend on doing some barley flour so we can make something with that. And yeah, happy days. So we have a rough plan of what's going on. March is kind of a dud month. I thought it was going to be very busy. We can drill. It is showing 1 degree. That would be too cold, I think, in real life, to do that. So what we'll do is we'll bump this up to 5 times, because we do have to spread some lime to increase the pH value of all the fields. I don't think we purchased field information for our newest field, did we? Oh yes, it looks like we did. Right, so we've got this one, needs a bit of pH as well. Yeah, that one does as well. That's not ours. This one requires much pH, so this will take some time, and this one probably also. Oh, have I not? Oh, I guess not. Okay, perfect. Let's do that now. Why does it say... It gives it... strange. Alright, okay, so we do need to purchase for £2,100, and it'll be rubbish. Yes, it is. Alright, fantastic. We won't be keeping it as grass. We will be repurposing all of these grass fields as crop fields, and go from there. So, we'll get set up with the lime spreader, see how much we have. We might need to go to the shop for more, but if we do, then we will. See you in a moment. Alright, so we are in field 39, and I reckon this will be our linseed field. So that's why I'm going to do it first, because the linseed I do want to get drilled in. I think once it hits 3 degrees, then I think that's fine to drill. I'm going to, because if you remember, okay, we're all set up, let's fire off. If you remember FS19 seasons, there were requirements for the temperature of when you could drill a crop. So sometimes you'd be ready to drill, and the temperature, the ground temperature itself, would be too cold for you to actually drill in. And I reckon this would be still too cold, but I will just follow through the temperature, because we don't have that level of realism, and we do need to crack on. But we do have a few things to do before then, so we do have to lime. As you can see, blimey, is it flying it through it. Yeah, we definitely need more lime. Situation like this, I might even just attach the Bradle straight to the Land Rover and drive it down to the shop, fill it up, versus getting bags at the shop. We'll see how far we get here. I'd like to do this whole field, but anyways, we'll crack on with the time lapse, see where we get. Right, well, we literally ran out right at the end. There was that small piece might still be accepted, but I don't know for certain. Right, well, what we'll do now is we'll head down to the shop with the Bradle and collect more, because we still have our large field there. It wasn't full. What was it at? About half. I really can't remember. But, nevertheless, we will go to the shop and fill it up. So if we need... What is the capacity of it currently? 9,000. So that is 4.5 bags. Which, can that fit better on the trailer? Possibly. I'll do a bit of shuffling and see what's best, because if we do put it on the trailer, then potentially we can pick up some seed as well. If we need it, we can also put it on the roof of the Landy. So we might do that instead. I do have some seed. 2,000 litres is plenty, I reckon. And we've probably got some fert in there as well. 1227 and some herbicide as well. So I think we just need lime, but we'll need more is what I'm thinking than a full thing. So yeah, let's just shut this down. Shut the engine down, and we'll head into the Land Rover, head to the shop, and buy some lime. Alright, well, as you can see, we are here at the farm again, because the shop doesn't open until 9 AM, so we have a few things to do. As you can see, once we hit 9 though, I might drop the times back down. We'll have to see, because we are at 4 degrees now. It's brilliant. There's no frost around, there's no... oh, I like how that landed perfectly in that space. I like these new, the unload on these hybrid seed. That's cool. Right, well, anyways, what we're doing is we're going to the shop with the drill, because we're going to sell it and purchase that Massey Ferguson drill. It is a bit wider, and it is a direct drill as well, which is going to really help our environmental score when it comes time to getting paid for harvest. So yeah, we'll head there, we'll sell this one once the shop opens, and get the new one purchased, and then we'll finish up the liming in that field, and we'll do a headland at least with the drill, and then maybe get a helper on, or get a helper to lime the other field. Actually, that's what we'll probably do. Either way, we'll see you at the shop. Alright, arriving just as the gate is opening. Absolutely fantastic. So, we can just sneak around here. Excuse me. Right, we'll go straight to the back. We'll get this sorted first thing. We can actually just shut this down for the time being, just leave it here. So we should get a decent amount from it. 21,288, repair for 93, repaint 4733, 26,597. Not too bad. And why did I think it was a direct drill? I still am not... I have no idea why I thought that. Nevertheless, oh, I forgot we bought it now. Okay, right. I drove right past it, I didn't even think of it. Gonna have to sell it. Because what am I gonna do with it? We're doing... Well, hang on. It's not completely for nothing, because we can... No, we can't. Well, I suppose I could probably make a mix, but the mix that it's showing is simply how to make TMR. But the problem with that is that TMR only fills the one spot, so we don't need it. It was on a good deal, but now selling it we're going to lose even more on it. Oh, bloody hell. That's terrible. That is terrible, that is. I suppose we should, though. I mean, we really don't need it. So yeah, okay. Well, that's too bad. Impulsive purchase, but it was alright at the time. What I'll probably do actually is, yeah, I'll just get the Massey. I'll sort that out quickly here, and then we can buy some lime. Right, so just before I sell this, or as I'm selling it, the reason I'm selling it is because now, instead of making mixes for of TMR for the cows, we're now going to be feeding them parallel levels of food, meaning we'll give them items individually. So base food in this case can be silage, roughage can be hay, moisture food, as I said before, is potato, or well, potatoes, sugar beet, whatever. I'm going to be doing beets, and then power food we'll do bean, straw. So those are my options. So I will be feeding individual products to them, which is why we're selling the mixer. And it's unfortunate, blimey. Do we get that money back on a... Yeah, okay, let's do all that stuff, whatever. Might as well get £10,000 from it. I can't remember what we paid for it, but it was a good deal. Because look, 41 months, 41 hours. Wow. Sell. So it was a fantastic deal, and I would have loved to have used it, but no worries. Now we'll go into the shop. We'll check the sales as you do. Nothing. Same as nothing before. Big bags of lime, so that's enough to fill it. But we'll do 8. We'll do 8 and see how they fit onto the trailer, because yeah, that'll be like 2 loads pretty much, two full lime loads, so that should be plenty. But we'll load it up and we'll see you back at the farm. Right, so we're not back at the farm just yet, but we are here now with the MAIZE, because we do need to purchase this new drill. We'll just check sales again, because they do update fairly randomly. Right, so we are going to... oh wow, this is new. That is from the Horse Aggravation Pack. It is a direct drill. It's only 3 meters though, which is unfortunate, because it looks great, but it's big. It's very big and probably quite heavy. Is this a drill? Oh yeah, I guess these are all seeders, aren't they? 6 meters. Ooh, that's a big fella, that one. 6 meters, but unfortunately it's not direct drill. This one is at 6 meters as well. So 6 meters at 106. 6 meters at 120. 6 meters at 109. Interesting. And then they have this big fella, so that could be something in the future. Really nice. These are also direct drill, but anyways, we are going to go to the very end. No faff. We do have this as well. This is kind of interesting, but probably going to opt for the MAIZE, because I think from 4.3 we'll upgrade to a 6, so something like this even. But again, it's 105. We could go for the new Pronto 6. So we'll see. But for now, we definitely will go for the MAIZE. Let's configure it with the transportation wheels, because we do need to transport it that way. I know I've had issues with this drill on multiplayer before. It actually, I think it was with manual attach. You can't, oh my, you can't, I think I have to like unfold this or something. Yeah, with manual attach in multiplayer, you couldn't actually detach it. It was constantly, yeah, so it was a bit strange, but... Oh, maybe if I go around the front. Hang on a minute. We'll sort this out. There might just be a thing here. Right, let me see what's going on and we'll get it sorted. Alright, so after all the bloody faff with this drill, I couldn't get it into transport mode, so what I did is I added it back in the £1,250 and took off the transportation wheels. Then I decided to try and get it down to the farm, and I barely got it through the gate, and then when I got to the farm it wouldn't get through the gate. So it was really a shame. It was very difficult to get down the road as well. What a waste. And when I went to detach it to sell it, it wouldn't attach, so I literally had to like delete it. So I've added back in the money, and we are going to remove that mod and never see it again, unless we have a big open space and connect it to a tractor that we never intend to remove it from, because I was talking about that multiplayer issue I had, and turns out it's an issue all the time. So we will look at another option. Now we do have some 4 meter, 3 meter drills here, but I was actually very curious about this. Now this does look like something that's a bit big though for us, but we're all on fairly level ground. The problem is, can it do, oh, it can do everything. Well, I don't like that, because it does kind of take advantage as well. We don't need 6 meters from that. Maybe not that one. We're using this on our Casino, and that's a bit big. Maybe we should just lease out one of these. Lease to own, essentially. Because this can... it's a bit... yeah. These ones might be more practical to start. Even this one. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that one. We will still lease to own, though, because it is a bit pricey. But 4 meters, are we going to be able to get it down the bloody road? I don't think we'll be able to get that through the gate. Right, okay. I think we have to reevaluate what we're doing here, because we might have to stick with a 3 meter. Oh, we had a nice 3 meter though, but we did sell it. It's done now. And we need something a bit small as well. So we'll look into it and we'll figure it out. Alright, so I did have a bit of a look around to see what drills, or drill rather, would be best for us. And so I ran back to the farm to grab the MAIZE so that we could collect a new drill. Now, of all the ones we were looking at, I have actually thought of another drill that I used in or on my Frühling series, and it was fantastic. So all these drills are absolutely brilliant. The only problem is something like that, 4 meters, is just too wide. It has to fold up like this, but then we're at 105 pounds, and we're at 6 meters. It's just 180 horse, too much. But the Coquelin Jockey 600 is 44,000 pounds, so we can lease to own, which is probably what I would do. It is a direct drill, brilliant, and 160 horse, which is fine if we manage to, you know, keep it all fairly level ground, because we are pushing about 160. But I think we can get away with it. I think we can. So it's perfect. I think I will. For £300, I think I will match up the rim colour. And there we go. So we'll just put, yeah, plate on the back. Oh, there we go. That is absolutely perfect. Get these swapped to BKTs if we can. Oh, so much more expensive. Well, let's do it, because we are going to, and that's still, 45,000 is still very inexpensive for a drill of this caliber, I suppose you could say. So we'll lease it out, lease to own, so 2,340. We will be able to pay this off fairly soon, but we just have so much to do with it. So we are going to do that. And there we have it, all ready to go. We will still lease a planter as well for the sugar beet. That's absolutely fine. This says it can do sugar beet. I think it can do all crops. It seems like all the drills have planting capabilities, but we will keep it separate and keep it proper. Right, so we are going to head back to the farm now, and I haven't picked up any seed because we should have loads. We should have plenty at the farm. But look at that! Look how it fits beautifully in between the lines there on the road, so we know that it'll fit through the farm gate. Because it was very unfortunate when the MAIZE didn't fit through the gate. So that was quite funny. Right, well, this is actually where we are going to leave the episode. We're going to make our way back to the farm, and in the next episode we will start, we'll kick it off with some drilling, some linseed drilling. We finally got the drill sorted. This episode was a bit of a preparation for spring drilling, as well as the changes to the farm. Changing our feeding from sequential to parallel. I'm very excited about doing that. As I said before, that was my favourite part of MAIZE Plus, is to be able to feed all the individual items if you want. You don't have to feed as a mix. I really enjoy that. So this is where we leave the episode. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, a cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel. If you're new to the channel and you like what you're watching, subscribe as well. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.